Okay. Slipping is okay. What's the big deal? Where does it say slipping is bad? I mean, is this in the book of, software or something? I mean, slipping is okay. Slipping is like a fever, right? A fever is okay. A fever is the body trying to rid itself of something. Slipping is when things that were unknown become known. So you're in a much better space during and after a slip than you were before. Slipping is okay. Now, being surprised by slipping, you go into that room, okay, milestone time. How are we doing? Oh, I have no idea when it's going to be done. We thought we were on it yesterday, and then today, I don't know where the hell we are. Well, of course, that happens too, right? I mean, software is like a dream. I call it the software dream syndrome, right? Tell me if you've experienced this. You go, oh, how could I have missed that? How could I have missed that we were a year late? Now I understand what's going on. It was like I was asleep. Now I understand. Okay, all right, now here's what we're going to do. Blah, 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 blah. 2 months later. How could I have missed that? I was totally asleep at the wheel. Well, that's the experience of learning, right? So if you can slip every 2 months instead of every 2 years, inside of 2 years, you're in pretty good shape instead of looking for a job. So, software dream syndrome, remember that. You'll see it, you'll notice it. Being surprised by slipping, that's a special case, right? That's when I don't want to be negative about it, so I'll just call it a special case. Isn't that special? Well, I know. Let's review status, team. So everybody's like, oh no. So that's what we do. When we're surprised, we just pile into a room and we'll say, we'll even begin, tell you what, we'll begin at 5 o'clock tonight. And we'll all just start looking at stuff. We'll look at every bit of the whole product till we're done. So that's kind of a brutal thing. But when you're surprised, what that means is that your communication system is broken. Not that your software is any worse or better than you imagine. Well, it's better or worse than you imagine. It's not any better or worse in absolute terms than it was before you discovered it. So slips are a great time, though. They're a great time to get to know your team. They're a great time to seize leadership. Boy, nobody wants to learn so much is when they've just been stubbed their toe or just surprised themselves with their inaccuracy. That's when they want to learn. Don't go hold up in your office at that point and go, oh man, there's a slip going on out there. I'm not going out there. Whew. Now, use your slips to provide leadership, to provide understanding. Never punish anyone for slipping. I mean, you might as well punish the leaves for falling. Slipping is what happens in software. In fact, there's a mathematics to slips. And when I retire, post-vesting, I'm going to figure out how that works exactly because I'm convinced that there is, your first slips should be your biggest slips. So one of the things you look for in a healthy environment is that slip number 2 is smaller than slip number 1. And so on, hopefully not ad infinitum.